next presenting company is Streamline Athletes. And if you're following the news, last month the NCAA finally agreed to allow athletes to be paid. So the ability to position yourself and present your capabilities and opportunities is really important. What Streamline Athletes does is they provide a platform to provide information for recruiting student athletes and for college teams. Our presenter today is Brett Montrose, founder and co-CEO of Streamline Athletes.
Only 7% of student athletes successfully make the transition from high school to the collegiate level. And this is despite the fact that 75% of them have the desire to do so. I'm Brett Montrose, and I'm one of the founders and co-CEOs here at Streamline Athletes. We're a team of former college student athletes that's democratizing access to college education and sport for student athletes, while also allowing college teams to recruit athletes more efficiently than ever before. Now, let's say for a moment that I'm one of those collegiate coaches. My job relies on my ability to enroll new student athletes at my school. But in order to recruit them, I need to scour competition results, track down contact information, determine the level of interest, and maintain this dialogue for months at a time. This costs my program $75,000 a year, and 98% of the conversations that I'm having do not result in a new athlete on my roster. But using the Streamline Athletes platform, I save all of this time and money that's dedicated to screening student athletes. I simply set my recruiting standards and automate my outreach. I can also directly target athletes using filters like what grade they're in, male or female, their performance level, and I'm only connected if the athlete meets my recruiting standards and has expressed reciprocal interest in joining my team. Now let's take a look from the athlete side. There's over 1,700 different schools out there with a team in my sport. And on average, it takes my parents and me about 5 hours to conduct research on just one school. And when I find a school I'm interested in, I have no idea who to contact, what information to send. And if I look for external help from an agency, we're talking about a price tag of up to $5,000. But with the Streamline Athletes web application, I create my athlete profile, and I can use the platform to filter all of those schools based on what's important to me. I also have the tools to shortlist schools and engage with coaches directly from the platform. So Streamline Athletes gives me and my parents a ton of confidence in the big decision that I'm making. It saves me time, and it's a free or low-cost alternative to those ineffective and high-priced recruiting agencies. So our revenue and recruitment models are really what set us apart from those agencies I mentioned. Streamline Athletes is a first mover when it comes to generating revenue from the colleges and universities versus only the athletes. And this is made possible by our sport-specific approach and our usage of objective data for a transparent recruiting process. Our immediate market consists of 3.2 million high school athletes across 6 different sports. In these same 6 sports, we're looking at 5,000 collegiate teams that are spending an aggregate of $278 million a year on their recruiting. When we zoom out, we see a market potential of $2.67 billion. This includes more sports, increases in revenue from the B2C and B2B sides, and as Mark mentioned, the new sponsorship and advertising potential that's emerged in NCAA sport. In terms of traction, we've made sales to 52 different colleges and universities. For our year-over-year clients, we're seeing 155% revenue renewal, and we have a negative 5% churn rate from those clients. Lastly, our athlete database is growing quickly. We have over 3,500 athletes in the system, and we're seeing that number go up every day. Our founders and our staff, as I mentioned, were former college student athletes, so we've really lived these problems that we're solving. Our advisory team includes hands-on expertise from individuals who've raised and exited in the college sports recruitment space, decades of venture capital experience, and expertise in software dev, B2B sales, and legal. In this $1 million price round, Streamline Athletes is seeking investors with the expertise to help us grow quickly. Last year, we accomplished $100,000 in revenue, and this year we're projecting $526,000. We're in market with our track and field technology, and this seed round is really what's going to help us retain and grow our staff, expand to new markets faster, and more rapidly deploy technology to scale across multiple sports. Thank you. Please come and join me and some of my team members in our breakout room following the last presentation.